Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. I'm gonna do something a little different today, even though after what happened yesterday, I know that everybody is still shook up and trying to wrap their heads around what's going on. And the powers that be, the mainstream media, the leftists, have already started a new campaign of propaganda, okay, with the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Tom Macdonald dropped a song last night, okay, about this whole situation, so I'm going to do a reaction on it. It's called You Missed, okay, and some people may think that, you know what, it's too early to put any kind of music behind this or whatever the case is. I only listened to the first couple of seconds of the lyrics and they already run deep. And if anybody knows me, I love Tom Macdonald's music. I've done a lot of reactions on his music, and I think it's fitting that we do. I'm going to give some other words of mine when the video's over, so just bear with me, okay? I know this is a very hard time for everyone, but just bear with me, and let's check this video out together. So this is Tom Macdonald, You Missed, and he put this together last night in response to the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, and sadly the unfortunate death of one of his supporters, and there's also others that are in the hospital. But without further ado, here we go.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to your racist. If you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin, they don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election. They got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were...
I hope everybody heard everything he said right there. He is explaining what me and millions of other Americans and people around the world have been pointing out, thinking, saying, and dealing with. Okay? Let me tell you something. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Tom Macdonald does not disappoint when he puts word on paper and in his music. Let's continue.
We're tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't write. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't they just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else who can blame. Trying to lock them up in a cage. Ain't trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust in science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the men trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making them Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, cause y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along.
I'm gonna stop it right there, and there you go. That's exactly what's going on. And you know, there's a lot of people that think the way Tom Macdonald does. You try to give people on the left a chance and say, you know what, maybe I'm not seeing this quite the way you're explaining it. Maybe there's something I've missed. No, it's not. It's definitely not. As a matter of fact, going through my Facebook today, okay, there are people that I grew up with, and I am going to make a decision, a very heartbreaking decision, to cut some people off, because since yesterday they will not stop with the fucking memes. I try to talk to them and explain to them, and they actually wish that Donald Trump got killed. And it totally breaks my heart, because I thought better of these people that I grew up with. Regardless of their views, they have been, in my opinion, now I'll keep praying for them, but in my opinion, they have joined the ranks of all the other leftists who are filled with hate, okay, and have no compassion unless it's somebody on their side, and even with that, they're willing to go against them also if they don't fall in line, for lack of a better term. But let's continue.
Protests go hard when the firm's lights go off. When y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all are terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't write. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Trying to lock them up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed.
It's true. It's a short song, but it's straight to the point. You bastards, you missed. You know, I am so sick and tired of listening to people on the left talking about they are the generation or the party of tolerance, of love, of peace. All you have shown is nothing but chaos, nothing but wickedness, okay? Nothing but divisiveness, separation, color, race. You point everything out that is so wrong in your eyes about other people, and yet you're doing exactly what you're accusing other people of doing. And then with all the rhetoric coming from the left, it hasn't even been okay, a day and a half, a good 2 days, and the mainstream media has already put a spin on this, okay, to the point saying that now it's all Donald Trump's fault. You know, I try to, like I said, I tried to get through some people on my Facebook and try to point out that, you know what, a lot of the, not a lot, almost all of the violence that has been happening is coming from the left, especially when it comes to hurting people and killing people. Trying to make them understand, I pointed out facts, and not even a half hour later they still put out memes, okay, making fun of the fact that Trump got shot. You know, I thought better of a lot of people, but I guess that's my fault. And it's hard for me to get the words out, but the truth of the matter is, when you try to give some people another chance, it's not that you shouldn't. It's just that you need to be ready to know that they don't want that chance. Okay? I've been seeing a lot of comments on different channels, and when Tom Macdonald says that thank God that the right, in other words, has a little more composure not to go out there and take matters into their own hands, I've been seeing a lot of people say this is war. We need to be very careful with that, because the left has been bringing up that phrase, especially with the fact when Obama put out that Netflix movie about there being a civil war. This was what, last year, almost a year and a half ago, something like that. Cooler heads will prevail. Okay? They missed. This is something that a lot of people talked about, that if they couldn't put Trump in prison, if they couldn't make him a convict, if they couldn't get people to stop voting for him, it was going to get to a point that something like this would happen. Okay? And it breaks my heart that a person like Tom, it doesn't break my heart that Tom Macdonald has pledged his allegiance to America. Hats off to my boy. What breaks my heart is that there are so many people born and raised in America that hate this country, that hate others, even in secret. And no matter how much you try to show them love and try to not so much see things their way, but try to find some kind of understanding, deep down inside, the left has gotten a hold of them where they don't see the people that they grew up with anymore. They don't see the country that has given them freedoms. They don't see love. No matter how much they say that they are the party of love, all they have shown, I should say, to people in America and around the world is that they've been infiltrated. The enemy is working overtime. Okay? The enemy is using anything and anyone, okay, to carry out his deeds. It's horrible what happened. It really is horrible what happened. And until there's like a full investigation, nobody's really going to know. But I tell you this, and I'll say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. When Donald Trump gets back in the White House, then he needs to open up a full investigation. Plain and simple. This shit cannot go just quietly in the night. Okay? Now, whether he wants to do it or not, that's going to be on him. Me personally, I think that's what needs to be done. I think that's what needs to be done. Now, I know this is way different than all my other music video reactions. Hope you guys like it. It's very hard, but I think the song is great. Once again, Tom Macdonald, thank you so much. You never disappoint, and thank you for putting this song out. Within 2 minutes, he pointed out so many facts, and he's basically made up his mind. The left are just wicked and evil. The powers that be have their tentacles, okay, in that party, and they have their tentacles in other places in society also. But anyway, this was Tom Macdonald's "You Missed." And one more thing, real quick. I love when he said, "Bitch, you missed." You bitches missed. So anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around. And if you can help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and my merch store, TrueOutlawPatreon.com. And don't forget to pray for each other, pray for this country, pray for the children, pray for Donald Trump, pray for the victims, especially the man who lost his life and his family. And again, keep praying for each other. Peace.